So, yeah. So this is like kind of like the underlying energies that everyone's experiencing right now, because you know what's happening? We are leveling up. All the star seeds are leveling up. We're receiving radial encryptions from the sun. We're receiving that source light frequencies that are upgrading our DNA. They're eliminating programmings and ways of thinking, ways of being, and we're literally upgrading to the next level, which is calling in a lot of us to really go within and also go without, and in the middle, and kind of like outstretch these frequencies into avenues in different arenas that we may have bypassed in the past, or we may have overlooked, or things that we may have never even thought of before to look into, to do towards the next things of our adventure, that of which we call life. But I'm feeling like a lot of people are feeling really indecisive right now, but that's a good thing. You know why? We have all these adjacent possibilities that are coming through, that are being presented right now. Like, it's literally this plane of existence that we're on right now wants to limit you so tremendously bad because they're afraid of you and your potential. How do love warriors fight back? We fight back by putting it in their faces that we are literally creator beings, that we are freaking powerful, and we are here to make massive change on this planet. And that is literally what we're doing every time we decide to face our fears and go towards something that it is that raises our vibration. Anything that sparks our interest, that we step over that threshold of fear and we decide to go for it and do it, you're breaking the matrix. You're breaking that system of control. So instead of thinking that you're limited to maybe 1 or 2 decisions or even 500 decisions, you're an infinite soul. You can do everything and more. Our DNA is coming online so incredibly immensely that it's to the point that even if they want to control it, they can't. There's nothing they can control here because they lack the capabilities that we do. It's in our DNA. They want access to our DNA. Even if they have access to our DNA, there's things inscribed in our DNA and within our soul that they cannot access. They cannot partake in. They cannot even control. It's funny that we even have control systems here because they're illusory. No one can control you. Why? Because your soul is limitless and it cannot be controlled. It can be on this materialistic realm, your physical body. Yeah, it can be physically here, but your soul lives on forever and ever and ever. So even if they wanted to, let's say, kill you, your soul's going to go on for eternity. It's going to go on for infinity. And the fact that your soul is infinite, and the fact that we limit anything and the fact that we let anyone or anything control us is the most absurd thing that I've ever heard in my entire existence thus far, which is why I'm here. I'm here to literally break every single system and every single perspective and every single structure by doing the opposite of whatever it is that they want us to do. I'm very rebellious by nature. If you're an indigo, you probably have this within your blood. You probably have this boiling within you. You probably have this wanting and needing to go out and do so many different things because that's what your soul is. Your soul is that expansive. So I know we have fear and we have this and we have that because it's been programmed and ingrained in us. It's been passed down from generation to generation through our parents, throughout childhood, which when you're a child, you're the most impressionable. Your mind absorbs things like a sponge. That's why I think the language thing was just presented to me this morning. I was teaching my daughter how to count from 1 to 10 in 5 different languages because I know how to count to 10 in 5 or 6 different languages. But I also know that it's more than just the language. Obviously, telepathy is what we actually communicated with before we even came down here, and light language is simply just the bridge to that. But pretty soon it is just going to be telepathy. No one can control you. Nobody can. Nobody can. And though we're working through these paradigms and systems of control, it's to expand us. It's to learn, it's to grow, it's to expand our souls. But we're also here to literally bust that system and prove them wrong. So why the language thing came through. But basically, There's so many different routes and avenues and things that we can go down. And there's these programs. Oh, when you're a kid, your mind absorbs things like a sponge, which is why they say like to teach different languages when your child is young, because they absorb it like a sponge and your mind is most impressionable. So when this programming is coming through as a child, it's most impressionable. So it sticks with you until you learn how to decode it out of that DNA structure that is so immense and massive and powerful that you realize it doesn't belong there anymore. It doesn't belong in your frequency anymore. It doesn't belong in your mentality anymore. And even though it's constantly bombarded upon us through the media and everything, it's because they want to control you. But you're not here to be controlled. You're not here to fucking be controlled. You're not here to do anything that anyone tells you to do. You're here to pave your own path. You're here to bring about new fucking earth. You're here to be the Neo in the Matrix. The one. The ones. We are all the ones because we're all connected. Our DNA is so powerful. Our light is so bright and so powerful. Our love is so powerful, expansive, and immense, and vibrates so high frequency that they want to downgrade you and keep you from being your ultimate being. They can't. We're waking up. This is the Great Awakening. This is why we came back here at this time. If you feel like you're back here from the future, it's because you probably are. And you know, outside of this dimension, and when we go and you're channeling into higher dimensions, there isn't even such a thing as time, because time is just another form of control. It's a form of limiting. Any system is Satan. And there isn't even really a Satan, but it's just a lower frequency energy. Any system at all, any system on this plane of existence that is wanting to control you is the lower frequencies at work. Because your soul cannot be controlled, which is why they're so desperate to control you. Because they're afraid that once our DNA gets ignited by the sun, which it's happening right now, and I might look like a Looney Tune to a lot of you, but I really just don't give a fuck, because I know this within my soul and every essence and in my bones and every essence of my being, that we're literally here to bring about this change on the planet. And I really just don't care anymore, because I care about us more. So we're really like stepping into our power. We're letting go of fears. I wasn't expecting all of this to come through either. Like I wasn't even expecting all of this to be talked about or spoken about when I jumped on the live. Like I wasn't expecting to go into this huge rant tangent. So just go with the flow of it and trusting it. But we're literally here to step into our power, to embark upon our power, to show the world what we're made of, to show everyone what we're here to do and why we came here. Is to literally show everyone that we're all equal. We're all love. We're all unconditional love. There is no control. Control is an illusion. It's false. It exists here, but it doesn't exist in heaven. It doesn't exist outside of here. But we learn through it and we transmute it and then we ascend. Consciousness. Our consciousness is expanding at a level that's basically at the speed of light. There's no stopping us now. There's no stopping us. There's no stopping us.